They should have been careful with how they treated you. They were comfortable seeing you suffer, seeing you struggle. The thought never crossed their minds that you would recover. They never thought that you would overcome. And while you were being rebuilt and renewed, they treated you poorly. They had a choice. They could have lifted you up in your time of pain, but they decided the opposite. They decided to kick you while you were down. And it was a conscious decision they made to do so. Now, consequences have to come. Judgment has to come. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays, you must be careful how you treat other people. Nowadays, the get back, it comes swiftly. I mean, it comes really fast. When you do somebody wrong, it comes back on you tenfold. And it's happening quicker and quicker nowadays. So you got to be careful how you treat other people. Because I could tell you this now. When one of the Most High's chosen people are done wrong, the person who does that is met with a lot of misfortune. They're met with calamity. They lose the favor they once had. They no longer can thrive like they used to be able to thrive. There's some people who are used to being able to thrive off manipulation, and they're used to being able to feed off of other people. But once they cross you, brothers and sisters, and they decide to do the same thing to you that they've done to so many other people, then a lot of the times their grace runs out. You were the last straw that broke the camel's back. And they should have been careful with you. They should have treated you right. They should have been there in your times of need. But instead, you were met with betrayal. And it's a pain like no other. Some of you all experienced this coming from friends, family members, associates, colleagues, co-workers, people who's supposed to have your best interests at mind. Instead, they decide that their best interest is to dishonor, disrespect, and disregard you. And a lot of these people have burnt a bridge with the wrong person. And that bridge that they burnt, they're going to need that same bridge to get to where they're going. That's the irony of it. So what they did to you, it has to have consequences and repercussions. And you know, the irony of it all is a lot of the times they are forced to see you actually get out of the traps that were set. A lot of the times they are forced to see you rise up and you shine right in front of them. And they have to watch as you continue to develop and grow. Their jealousy grows, their envy grows, and a lot of these individuals are tormented for their actions they took against you. But they're so full of pride, they're so ego-driven that they double down, they triple down. They believe they are right in their own minds. They confuse themselves. They go into madness. They continue to spiral. And a lot of these narcissistic people are just looking for a supply. but there was no supply that compared to you. So they're having a trouble finding the same energy that they were getting from you. A lot of them are in regret, realizing that you were special. They will never admit it to themselves. They will never admit it out loud either. They'll constantly lie to themselves to keep their sanity. They'll constantly lie to themselves to cope with the fact that they cross one of the Most High's people. They'll do everything but self-evaluate. And you got to understand, when you were going through it, brothers and sisters, they were eager to throw dirt on your grave. And a lot of them people acting like they didn't see you rise up out of that grave, like Lazarus. They acting like they didn't see it. But these same people can talk about all your shortcomings. These same people can talk about all of your faults, all of your wrongs. But when you're doing right, when you're doing good, they don't see that. Mysteriously, the people who was doing the gossip about you, doing the most talk, they don't see the level up all of a sudden. No, they see it. They just can't admit it. And the lies they told on you, brothers and sisters, the stories they told, the narrative that they tried to push is becoming more difficult to prove, because a lot of you brothers and sisters exuberate nothing but positivity. You're displaying nothing but growth and development. You're displaying integrity. A lot of you brothers and sisters dealt with falling outs with grace personified, and that was the biggest win. There's some people that you've overcame and you completely destroyed all their motives, and you didn't have to say one word, which shows the power of the Almighty that's operating with you. The Bible says that we will be hated for his name's sake. So that burden is his as well. And a lot of you brothers and sisters have been ran through the gauntlet. And you were forced to change. Some of you all opened up to certain people. They took that information, they used it against you. They tried to sully your good name, your reputation, not understanding that you cannot judge a person who already takes account for their actions. You can't judge a person who has already faced their iniquities, faced their problems and issues head on. You cannot judge a person who already takes accountability and acknowledge their faults. And I'm going to tell you, the hypocrisy of the individuals who tried to condemn you, brothers and sisters, they never acknowledge their own faults because they're incapable of it, because they lack self-awareness. See, brothers and sisters, they had it confused. They thought that you were foolish. They thought that you were so naive that you would never gain a true revelation about their intentions. They thought that you will forever be under their ruling thumb. Some of you all have went through this narcissistic abuse in your family. Some of y'all have been in intimate relationships. Some of you all have had so-called friends, and they pretty much took your kindness for weakness. They used your empathy as ammunition. A lot of these people thought that you would never catch on, but something happened. A miracle took place. the Most High started to highlight patterns in people. And he started giving you downloads. And you start paying attention to their patterns, how they move, how they maneuver. You start paying attention to the inconsistencies in people around you. How some people would only show up when they need you. Some of you all notice that when you rejected certain individuals, by telling them no, you'll see their true colors. You'll see that once you deny them anything, including access, they start showing what they really thought about you the entire time. And so what do? They create problems. They try to get your attention to distract you from your purpose. These people are sent by the devil. They are Satan's sons and daughters. And make no mistake about it, they made a huge mistake. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. The scriptures say, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. See, them scriptures don't lie. And in this day and age, they truly jump off the page, because now you can see that judgment coming quicker and quicker when people jump out of pocket, do some things that are grimy, do things that are facetious, do things that are ill-mannered. And soon as they do it, the backlash comes. See, a lot of the traps that these devils set up for you, brothers and sisters, they have to fall into the same traps, because why? You belong to the Almighty. So the same snares they set up for you, they're going to fall into them. Example, they're preying on your downfall, praying that you would lose finances, praying that, you would lose the things you work for. You know what happens? They will start to lose finances. They will start to lose the things that they pray that you would lose. And these individuals will speak negativity in there. They will project this negative energy, and it will backfire on them, and they will begin to start going through the same thing that they projected against you. Why? They were speaking curses with their tongues. They were casting spells. They were operating in sorcery and witchcraft. And these demonic people will say, you about to be judged. You're about to go through it. You're going to fall off. This is going to happen to you. All those things are spells and curses. That's projection. And guess what? It goes in reverse. They're the ones who begin to spiral. They're the ones who begin to lose connections, lose opportunities. Why? Because they cast that spell on you, and you are a child of the Most High. Backfired. A lot of witches and warlocks are going through it right now because what they tried to do against you failed. And now it's getting to the point where our discernment is growing. It's growing immensely. I mean, to the point where soon as somebody come around that got that weird energy, y'all know what I'm talking about. Talk to me down in the comments section if you know the weird energy I'm talking about. The manipulative energy. The energy where somebody's not being transparent. The energy when somebody seems to be playing a role. And something don't add up. Something don't match. Their energy don't match with their expressions. Their expressions don't match with their words. Something's off. And everything feels fake and forced. And you can feel it. Something is off about this individual. You got to be aware of that. Our discernment is important. When the energy don't feel reciprocated, we got to be careful because we're very genuine. We're not putting on a facade. A lot of the chosen ones, we love hard. We do for others. We don't do anything with ulterior motives. We're genuine. We are who we say we are. with our flaws and everything, we typically have really good hearts towards people. But everybody not like that. Some people that y'all cross, they came with bad intentions. They came with fake energy. They came acting. They came putting on a, facade and playing a role. And eventually they get tired of hiding it. They get tired of hiding who they actually are. So the horns started to show. And you brothers and sisters got to stop trying to hold on to the first version that they gave you. No. See, a person must be proven over time. That's why the scriptures say you must prove a friend first, even before calling them a friend. Time shows who your friends are. Time does. Because through time, trial, tribulation happens, problems occur, disagreements happen, and you get to see how people deal with those situations, opposed to just looking at somebody as they come into your life as the version they put up. You're meeting their representative. You're not meeting them. And some of you all hold on to the representation that you saw, not understanding that it takes work to actually know somebody. It takes time to know somebody. It takes trial, error. That's why you got to take it easy when embracing people, because a lot of the times we embrace people that we probably shouldn't, because we get to see a representation. But they're going to regret playing with the wrong people. See, they might have got away with it with others, but now they got to face judgment. The Most High has to deal with them. There's consequences for how you treat his people, because the Most High sees the full picture. He sees their intentions. He sees their heart. He sees what their motives truly are, and he sees who you are, brothers and sisters. And you know what he sees? They shouldn't have treated you like that. They should have been careful with you. They should have been careful with your heart. They should have been careful with what they said to you. But they didn't regard you. And make no mistake about it, they did it on purpose. They had a choice. The Most High told them about you. In the midst of how they acted, the Most High told them about you, who you are, the favor you have, the mercy he has on your life, your purpose, where you're going. And they chose to be on demon time, and now they must suffer the consequences for those actions. Brothers and sisters, make sure you set healthy boundaries for yourself. If you are going through this or have went through this, talk to me down in the comment section. Let me know if you are an overcomer. People counted you out, and all it did was make you level up. All it did was push you to become the greatest version of yourself. Talk to me down in the comment section. And if you're going through it right now, you're going through the smear campaigns, you're going through the rumors, innuendos, gossip, the persecution coming from those who's supposed to be close to you. Listen, if you're going through that right now and this video helped you, make sure you share this video, hype the video up so other people can receive the same help that you got this afternoon. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support my work at newbreedglobaltruth.com as well as hebrewcare.com. One love. Peace.